The Rattrap by Selma Lodgelove.
The story upholds the belief that the essential goodness of a human being can be awakened through love and understanding. It brings into focus the idea that the world is a rat trap, breath, joy, shelter, and food are all egoistic bait to trap mankind. The rat trap is a metaphor to highlight the human predicament. Just as a rat is fooled by a bait and gets trapped, most human beings are likely to fall into the trap of material benefits. Characters. Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wires. He made them from the materials he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. But even so, the business was not especially profitable. So he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul together. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. He is alone in his whole world and leads a miserable life, so he started thinking of various kinds of thoughts. One of these thoughts is of supposing the whole world as a big rat trap. His views are that the world offers us various types of bait in the form of comfort of life. This is a return trap us into the rat trap of the world and leads us to various types of miseries. Every night the peddler had to search for shelter as he had no home. One evening he was offered shelter by an old crofter. The next morning he stole the crofter's money. To safeguard himself, the peddler chose a path through the forest which was secluded, but soon found himself trapped in the forest as he wasn't able to find the way out of the dense forest. Later on, he finds a way to a forge and takes shelter there. The ironmaster mistakes him as an old friend and invites him to his house. The poor peddler rejected the offer due to the fear of being caught. Soon, he was invited by the ironmaster's daughter. The next morning, he is somehow stopped by the ironmaster's daughter for Christmas Eve, even after being caught that he was a peddler and not the captain's lieutenant. The next day after Christmas, when the ironmaster and his daughter visited the church, they came to know that the man is a thief who had stolen money from the old crofter. The ironmaster and his daughter repent for sheltering a thief and wonder at what all things he would have stolen by that time. Here comes a twist, as instead of stealing, the peddler gives the ironmaster's daughter a rat trap. She finds a letter of thanks and the stolen money inside the rat trap. The peddler thanks Edla for her kindness and requests her to return the stolen money to the crofter. This story gives us the message that goodness in a human being can be awakened at any time with your own good deeds. Conclusion. Finally, the bitter truth dawns on the host. Edla is downcast when she learns that the peddler is a thief. The triumph undergoes a change of heart after expending her kindness. She attains noble of spirit and becomes Captain Sultan. The story ends with the victory of human goodness.